Ooh. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Don't make videos for YouTube when you're trying to either make dinner or get the kids to bed. My toddler keeps waking up, not waking up because he hasn't gone to sleep yet, but he keeps coming out. Doesn't want to miss out on anything, and he does not want to go to sleep tonight. So we'll see how long this lasts without distraction. But today is the day 3 of the baby steps that we are taking. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you came back from the last few days. We are tackling our sinks and we are getting dressed all the way up. Dressed all the way up to hair. I'm cutting my hair. There we go. How did it go for you? I hope that you're enjoying this the last 2 days. I mean, you're back, so I guess that's a good thing. We, this morning, today is a holiday in where we live. And so my kids didn't have school. My husband and I didn't have work. And so we went for a family date this morning. So we went to breakfast, and by my already being dressed, that really sped the process of us getting out the door. And I say sped the process, granted, we are a family of 6. And so it does take a while to get out the door, regardless of what happens. But at least I was not the delay, which may have happened before. Anyway, so well done. If you got dressed. If you didn't get dressed yet, pause the video and go back, because we are building on top of one thing and another. We're not going on to anything else until we've done what we've already working on. And if you are just joining us, then do go back and watch the other videos first before coming to this video, because that's the thing about baby steps, is it's a slow process. It's slow and steady, and it's about consistency. One of the things that the Flylady, Marla Silly, the woman who started the program, she said that it's about consistency. You know, it's consistency wins out in the end. And so that we aren't necessarily wanting to bite off more than we can chew, or wanting to do little steps, that we are going to be consistent about. That's how habits get formed. So here we are, guys, day 3. If you're joining me because you're my family or friends, lots of love to you guys. You're certainly welcome. And if you are here because you've done a search for the Flylady baby steps on YouTube, you're welcome as well, definitely. And so today, the Flylady, the system, a little bit more about it. I'm not in any way affiliated, and I'm still very much at the beginning of my journey toward finding out more about this system. But several of people that I have followed on YouTube are Flylady mentors, or they've gone through the Flylady system and they really vouch for it. They talk about how much it helped them get into good systems. And so what it is it's like an online coaching system for maintaining your home, but it also affects even more than just your home. It also helps for, like making sure you have time for doing errands, and making sure that you stay on top of anti-procrastination. So what today's task is to go online to the website and check it out. So if you're here just because you wanted to come and hang out with me, that's totally fine. But if you're here because you're curious about the system, go online to flylady.net. And now there's a couple of rules. First, again, we are doing baby steps. So if you haven't gotten dressed yet, don't go online yet until you go get dressed. Then come back. And also, we aren't spending all day. We aren't spending a few hours. We're not getting into the black hole of the internet. We're just maybe even set a timer for 10 or 15 minutes and get on and just get a basic general understanding of what the system is. Then it's flylady.net, and I'll put a link in the description as well. And at first glance, I was really overwhelmed until I started looking a bit more into it and checking out, I told you that I would follow these other YouTubers, and they explained, like, watching their channels really made it make a lot more sense. And so it's broken down into like, on these days you do this, and on these days you do that. But the idea is to keep it really short and simple, so everything gets done, but you don't do like these huge marathon cleaning sessions. And so that said, if you get online right now, don't worry about doing the tasks, the missions, any of the detailed cleaning, anything of those things. Don't do those yet. Today is just about looking and glancing through them. So, but yeah, so go ahead and take a look. You can also look at like the flight plan. There's like a few little words that they use about like flight plan and what's the other one? Launchpad. So I'll put some links in there for those. So just to kind of get an overview of how it works. But go ahead and stay strong on your wiping your sink out. So before you end the day, make sure your sink is nice and shiny. And in the morning, get dressed and then join me whenever you can. We'll see what tomorrow holds. Bye guys. See you tomorrow.